I don't know why, but we seem to be getting a lot more Gavin McInnes clips these days lately, and
I don't either.
It makes me sad.
Maybe he needs to stop putting shitty stuff out there.
Yeah, he really does. And he was one of the originators of Vice, like the Vice News thing and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, how could he have gone like so astray? And I'm not trying to say that Vice is like liberally biased or anything. They're at least biased towards the truth with a lot of their stuff, and they tell the uncomfortable stories.
They're fairly decent.
Yeah, I mean, they do sensationalize some things, but at the same time, that's what you have to do when you're selling news to people. Because if you just had news, nobody wants to buy just fucking news. News is boring, you know? That's what BBC does. And, you know, as much as I like listening to it, sometimes it's just like, ugh, this is so boring. But anyway, we have Gavin talking about the elections that happened in Virginia. And trigger warning for anybody, not trigger warning, content notice. He does use transphobic slurs here. And a bunch of other things.
Goody.
So get ready for it, because he's a shitty human being. Here we go.
Here's the amazing thing. It works. I mean, the liberals say maybe we should give up on identity politics, but you look at all the Sikhs and black people and trans who won in this election and all these unprecedented cases. It had nothing to do with policy. It was all identity politics, and it's still fruitful.
It's all identity politics.
Everything is identity politics, sir. and the identity of the politic that won this time around, I put this on the YouTube channel out there, is like, is that this was the identity of these people was, hey, we're not Trump nor affiliated with them.
Right.
And that's what won.
Yes.
You have a very fucking angry populace right now. Very fucking angry populace with the people that are in charge. And it has nothing to do with them being trans, nothing to do with them being Sikhs, nothing to do with them being black or anything like that.
Right.
It's just it's a group of people that ran.
Those were things that were not actually part of their platform.
No,
they were not out there going, "Look at me, I'm trans.
Different," you know, or you know,
I am trans, therefore vote for me. It was not, I'm a Sikh, therefore vote for me.
No,
it was, hi, I'm trans. But the point is,
as Americans, we are, you know, facing this, that, and the other thing, and I'm going to make it better. And their selling point was better than the other party. That's all that mattered, is that their selling point worked more than the other group, who's trying to be taking away health care, trying to tax us at a higher rate, trying to do all sorts of other fucking deplorable things that Hillary warned us about. And I know there's a lot of people out there that fucking hate Hillary Clinton. They warned us about, you know. God damn it. Anyway, let's let Gavin say something else. He's got another guy on the show with him called Lucian Wentrich, which I have no idea who he is, but I'm sure we'll hear more from him in the future, because these guys kind of spread like HIV, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's funny. If it weren't for... Okay, here's a question.
Can you complete a fucking thought, sir? Can you please?
No, he can't.
No, he cannot. He looks like Harry Potter, like on the far right. So sad.
If Anthony Weiner weren't a pedophile, don't you think he would have at least made a better Democrat mayor than de Blasio?
He did show he showed his dick to an underage girl. I mean, that we know that.
Okay.
And so he didn't actually fuck a kid. He just sent inappropriate stuff to a minor, you know.
Okay.
That's semantics. Shitty. I don't want to go down that. But
you know, that's semantics. Yeah, that's shitty. Yes, that's a crime what he did, but I don't believe that rises to the bar of
he wanted
pedophilia.
to. He wanted to. That's the thing.
Yeah, sure.
He wanted to fuck an underage kid, and so that's messed up. And especially when you hear about the fact that he sent a lot of these pictures when like his newborn son was like in the same room next to him on the bed. It's like, dude,
there's a lot of shitty there, and
I'm not a New Yorker.
They might be far off. That descriptor that might not be far off.
No,
and it might very well be true. But
you can't call somebody a pedophile until they've been either shown that they are or have done pedophilia, and so
right.
You can call him a creepy as fuck dude, or you could say serial philanderer kind of thing. I mean, I understand stuff like that, but you can't call him an actual pedophile until he was soliciting it. So I guess maybe, I don't know. I fucking don't know. But the thing is, it seems too harsh.
It's really hard to say, but okay.
I mean, because we say Roy Moore is a pedophile. I mean, because he...
Right, but there was,
There's proof. Well, I shouldn't say proof. There's enough claims.
There's credible information. There's credible information.
Anyway, let's let him finish his non-sentence here. But he's talking about de Blasio being he's not bad. Bill de Blasio is actually a pretty decent guy, from what I've heard from a lot of people.
Blasio's done a pretty decent job. Yeah. Maybe not the greatest, but decent.
Well, but I bet you it's because de Blasio is a soy boy.
Oh, probably.
He's not enough alpha male for these fucking wannabe people that are so quick to call everybody else cucks. It's just like, you're projecting a lot there, man.
Quite a bit. Just a little bit.
I mean, outside of pedophilia, I like Anthony Weiner.
I could loop that. And that would be just hilarious. Outside of pedophilia, I like Anthony Weiner. Why? I mean, he wasn't that much of a fucking rising star in the Democratic Party.
No, he wasn't super awesome.
No, I mean, Cory Booker is easily 3 times better than him.
No. I mean, sure, Anthony Weiner was
loud and proud,
charismatic, loud, engaging person. He was fun to watch, sure, but
outside of pedophilia,
wasn't really great.
No.
No.
And the way he treated his wife Humma is just fuck.
No, that was shitty. Yeah, super shitty.
All right, hang on.
I don't know. He's got some spunk in him.
We all have a little bit of spunk in us, Gavin.
A little bit.
Unlike your guys' group, where you won't let them get that spunk out unless they're in the proximity of another woman. Yeah, that's right. I made a joke about the Proud Boys. I don't care. Go ahead, make us internet famous some more.
Unfortunately, it's all over his phone.
Oh, yeah.
No, but he's definitely got at least more substance. He was annoying for many reasons, and he's clearly a reprobate, a degenerate.
That's another thing that they've been talking about a lot. That's been coming up a lot on the right and the far right and stuff. Is that they're calling other people degenerates nowadays?
Really?
Yeah. That's really a thing where gay people degenerates. People that enjoy a little bit of pegging, degenerates. If you enjoy humor that's not good and wholesome, you're a degenerate. If you love metal music, degenerate. And it's like they use it just like cuck nowadays. It's lost. I'm not going to be one of those people that says it's lost its meaning, but at the same time, it's like if you're calling somebody a degenerate, they need to actually be doing degenerate kind of things. And I'm not seeing that with a lot of the people that they're calling this.
Not really.
You're talking about stuff that's going on in their own.
They're using it incorrect. Is what they're doing.
I mean, when you go back to when it was used quite a bit previously, you're talking about times when it was Oscar Wilde and a bunch of other quote unquote degenerates during the Victorian times, where it's that just means that they went against the status quo. That's all that really meant at the time, is they bucked the trend. Is about it. That's all it really means.
That's a lot.
Fucking degenerate. Don't use degenerate to bring somebody down. It just doesn't work unless you can actually show that they're doing stuff that's contrary to what's healthy. I mean, I can call people that eat. If you're going to use degenerate with people like that, I could be like, "Hey, you're eating McDonald's, you fucking degenerate." It's like, does that work?
Go ahead
for these
and fine. I mean, you're just look. The word has already lost almost all of its meaning.
Yeah. And it's not because it's been overused, it's because they're using it wrongly. That's my opinion on that. We're not David Smalley. We don't think that if you use a word enough, it loses its magic power. Though, I don't know, the word fuck's been used quite a bit, and it doesn't have the sting it used to have when I was a kid. Anyway, Gavin, what are you going to say?
But these other people, I was looking at those 2 trannies who won. There's no substance there at all. And I think it's because we let women vote.
Let's go back to rich landowners that are the only people that are allowed to vote, and let's make it so slaves only get 3/5 of a vote, but that's only by what their landowner people gets to decide what they're voting for. It's not they get to choose.
That's a hell of a leap you made there.
That is a huge goddamn leap. It's because women got the right to vote.
Right, because women voted. Yeah.
Or is it because it's facts, not feels? Is that what these people are trying to do?
They wouldn't have won. They wouldn't have won if only us men voted.
If those slags were only able not to vote. I wonder if he's going to explain it. I can't remember what he says next.
Women have been voting now based on their feels for many years. It brought us Obama, no substance. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we got Ivanka Trump, who thinks she's going to be the next president.
Obama didn't do anything? Are you
telling me you don't vote based on your feelings? Because you're clearly not voting based off any kind of any kind of reason or logic or critical thinking.
Why would you have voted for fucking Trump? Yeah. Critical thinking is feelings, though, dear. That's just, you can't come to a conclusion on something unless you feel biased towards that conclusion, and a bias is a feeling. It's not like you went through and added up all the pros and cons column and decided that Trump was your guy. You can't even pretend that that's what happened.
Your pros and cons column. Well, Hillary's a woman.
Yeah, there you go. And just giant circle around that.
Well, that's good enough for me. Yeah.
Talking about Chelsea Clinton, it's all just girls playing politics.
No, they're actually really fucking politicians, man.
Really?
She was the Secretary of fucking State. She was the First Lady of the United States. She's done more in her lifetime, Gavin, than you have ever ever will do.
Fuckboy. Hey, what we're doing, what you're doing, that's playing politics.
Yeah, we're pretending that we're politics.
What they do,
I have no illusions.
Practicing. They are actively engaged in it.
I'm sitting here on a Sunday morning at 1:15 in the morning talking about Gavin McInnes to my friend that's over in Kaysville after we've had a couple of drinks. And we're sitting in front of black backgrounded sheets talking into web cameras towards each other. Guess what Hillary Clinton's done? Actual fucking stuff when it comes to policy and politics. Guess what Chelsea Clinton's done? She's run the fucking Clinton Foundation, where there's shit that actually gets done that helps people. Has this show helped people? Not yet. I mean, I would like for it to eventually do.
I mean, may have, but
But we're talking, that's more esoteric. I was having a shitty day and you guys made me giggle. That's about it. We're not talking about like actual like programs to help people out of shitty situations. Gavin, you can't say that either. All you've done is provided some lulls for all your people out there that are, oh yeah, that's right, facts not feels. He's almost done.
I mean, I would love to know when the left realizes that playing the intersectionality game to elect people, like during elections, it's ineffective, and they get terrible people that are ruining the country.
Except all the people that won in Virginia handily.
Intersectionality is not a game.
And it's not a joke. It's not something silly. It's like...
It's not a tool. It's just
how things overlap. That's all.
It's just a thing that happens when you have people from varying backgrounds.
Different walks of life. Hey, how about that?
It's things that intersect.
My being cisgendered intersects with my heteroness, which intersects with my whiteness, which interacts with my atheist side, which interacts with my politics side, which interacts with my podcasting side. Like, everything is related. That's all intersectionality is talking about.
That's what it is. Yes.
Intersections and roads. Where things cross.
You cannot have any kind of It's just a different way of describing relationships.
You can't have an identity without having intersectionality, is the thing.
So stop using words when you don't understand them.
Yeah.
How about that?
Let's put it this way. Intersectionality refers to the labels that you choose for yourself, the shortcuts of the English language that determine who and what you are, that you can easily tell somebody in phonemes what it is that you are. These people fucking just killing English. Hate it.
I'm excited to see how badly this tranny actually fucks up Virginia.
Well, all they care about is winning, because politics is sports to them, and they keep winning outside of Trump, and so they're going to keep doing it.
They're going to keep winning. Yes. Yes, we are going to keep winning. And here's the thing, Gavin. Trump has said multiple times about winning And he even came out with a tweet earlier this morning where he's still talking shit on Clinton over a year after the election.
That was his whole pitch.
Was that we're going to piss off the liberals, vote for me, we're going to win.
Right.
We're going to make America great. We're going to win again. America's going to be winning again. It's like, it bugs the fuck out of me how demonstratively you can see on these guys' side that it's been about this issue, and this issue. And then like they tried to say, no, it was never about that. It was about this. But you guys are about issue. It's like, that's like, it's the schoolyard equivalent of no you. You know, it's the whataboutism shit that's just ruining politics right now. It's like everybody couldn't stop talking about like the whole Al Franken thing. And they're like, yeah, well, what about that compared to Roy Moore? And I'm like, let's handle issues one at a time. Why the fuck don't we? Why do we have to make this about a comparing apples to apples thing? It doesn't need to go there. That's it. That's all we're doing for Gavin, because I honestly can't stand listening to this shit anymore. And they've dropped the T word a few times, and I'm like, man, if you only knew how offensive that fucking was. Fuck these people. Fuck them right in their smelly goat holes. There you go. That's the word.